welcome to this week's episode. I'm Shell Zenner, a music journalist and new music obsessive based in Manchester in the UK. Each week I'll be bringing you the best 3 new tunes to your ears. Yes, hashtag Zenner Zones. What is coming up this week? I'll be chatting to Brighton outfit Public Body on today's episode about their latest single, public transport, production, post-punk, so much more. But firstly, a few bits of music news. Now, 2 brilliant new records have been announced this week. One is going to be generating money for the NHS and has a load of cool stuff on it, including the likes of VALA. And the second is from Yorkshire label Come Play With Me. It's called Come Stay With Me, and it is an eco vinyl. Love the ethos of this, using leftover wax. Now, finally, entertainment. Do you need some live music in your life this weekend? Dork, the magazine Dork Homeschool kicks off on Friday the 8th until Sunday the 10th of May. Loads of brilliant artists streaming all over the internet through homeschoolfest.com. Do not miss. It is time for Zenner's Zones. Are you ready? 3 brand new tunes that you need in your life. For fans of Tame Impala and Far Caspian, there is a brand new band from Manchester called VALA. And you know what? They've got this brilliant hazy lo-fi psychedelic drenched sound. Absolutely loving this. It's called Say You Want It, in brackets, that way. Everybody knows the answer. And it's so dreamy. Jumping to my patch, M16 right here in Greater Manchester. Next for Akemi Fox and Teo. This new groove, Lemon Tea.
You're my lemon tea, you're all I need in me. You got the right ideas, will you hold on to me?
It's the right side of soulful and mellow and has brought me all the good, warm feels this week. From its inception, which happened over an empty carton of lemon tea. And finally, it's been a long-awaited debut album from Wichita Harkin. It's her first solo record, better known as Harkin, and it's out now on her own label, Hand Mirror. Now, you may have seen her previously in Skylarkin, or you may have seen her playing alongside Courtney Barnett or Slater Kinney, but yeah, she is an incredible musician. She's got some really great names involved in this record. Jem Wasner from Flock of Dimes, I think it was Stella from Warpaint as well. Really good vibes through the record, and I think you're gonna like this one a lot.
Now the feast could last for days, could last for days. My mastication walk now.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge post-punk fan. I love a blast of energy, I love guitars, and the first time I heard Presenteeism from Public Body, I just knew I needed them in my life. A few weeks back, I managed to catch up with Seb and Theo for a chat about the new single Naughty on My Bike. We talked about Brexit, the flavour of Public Body, and so much more. I'm joined by Seb and Theo. How you doing, guys?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah,
How are you?
good.
I first discovered you by actually Theo posting, yeah, I'm now in Public Body. And I was like, oh, let's check out Public Body. And I heard Presenteeism and was just like, head explodes. How did it all come about? How did you all get together?
I met Seb through your old band New Tusk.
Yeah, it was just going out shows and stuff in Brighton. So I knew you from that, and I did a bit of recording myself for a while. So I guess that's how we started talking a lot more through.
Yeah, we started
Production and
talking
stuff.
about more production stuff, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Because Seb did a load of demos for Egyptian Blue, which I ended up recording.
So it's a tight setup now, though. It's all kind of gelled.
Yeah, it's going good.
I love it. It's just so fun to play with like really, really tight musicians. It's so good.
Your latest tune, very recent, Naughty on My Bike. Seems quite apt for these lockdown times where we're only allowed a bit of walking or a bit of cycling. What can you tell us about the single?
Basically, the song is, I got a bike. I don't like walking. It's slow. It's boring. It was over winter I wrote that song, so it was like, I don't know, I like getting to work in like 2 minutes rather than like 25. And I don't like paying for public transport. It's too expensive. It's a ridiculous song, to be honest. Yeah.
It's kind of relatable. That's what I like about it. It's the simple ethos of it. Is it important that your songs are kind of relatable and not too overly complicated?
Yeah, I don't think I've got the capacity to write anything that complicated, really. So that most of the songs are quite basic, either about me going to work or, how I get about.
What, did you manage to get any music recorded before this happened?
Yeah, we've got 2 more songs recorded, which will be kind of coming out throughout the year. We're not quite sure how and when. But yeah, we've got 2 songs. One of which is kind of like a slightly different vibe, but it goes down really well live. Seb plays the synth.
Have you got any plans for videos or gigs that you're going to be trying to put together later this year?
Yeah, we want to try and do at least try and do a little tour before the end of the year. We wanted to go to Europe, but I don't know. I don't think that's ever going to happen because of obviously Brexit and then all of what's going on. Doubt anything like that's going to probably ever happen ever again.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Brexit has literally put like such a big difficulty between you getting yourself out to Europe in terms of, you know, what kind of rules and regulations and laws and paperwork there are in place now?
Yeah, and because everyone says it's like the best place to tour, and now it's just going to be. I don't know how they're going to sort it out. Is it going to be individual visas for each country, or is it going to be like just one visa that covers the whole of the European Union?
Yeah. What kind of worries me is the plan that you will have to pay tax on merch on entry, because I know that that's like the case in Switzerland right now. But that would be financially crippling for everyone, because it's kind of like who has, you know, tax on merch that you may not even sell. Yeah, that's pretty worrying for me.
I mean, you're experienced musicians. For those up-and-coming musicians that don't have much experience of touring or releasing music, what are your biggest tips for them?
Self-release, I think. Just do it yourself at first, at least. I don't think there's a lot.
Try and be self-sufficient.
Talking about self-releasing, obviously you're releasing under the moniker Public Body Recordings. So is it quite hard to do it all yourself?
It's easy, but it takes time. Like it's all kind of relatively straightforward, right? But it just takes ages. It's kind of like, right, who's going to post this and who's going to kind of send over the metadata? Yeah, it just takes a lot of time.
I think it's been a really strong time for the post-punk scene in the UK in the last few years. I mean, so many great artists doing brilliant things. Do you think there's a specific reason for that, or, you know, it's just one of them things?
Everything comes in cycles, doesn't it? Like it just... I mean, I could like say something that, you know, something a bit more deep and meaningful, but I kind of wonder if it's just kind of these things just come around.
Yeah, cycles.
Yeah.
I guess there's a bit more like politics to the lyric.
Yeah.
Post-punk.
Sure.
It's a bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe the years of austerity followed by what we're now going through, etc. A lot in the north as well. Like there's a band called the Lounge Society. Have you heard of those?
Yeah, I heard those.
They're really great. Just released on Speedy Wonderground, and obviously Blanket Man in Manchester, and just still so many new great post-punk artists coming through. LD Moses in Leeds. So yeah, just is there any that we should be checking out? More post-punk artists from anywhere else that I should be checking?
Home counties, I think we already mentioned them.
Yeah, you did.
It's like we're such fanboys, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think you've mentioned them about 5 times. We definitely are not going to miss out on home counties.
Roxy Girls as well. Roxy Girls vibes.
Yeah.
Roxy Girls are so good. Mush,
yeah.
TV Priest, who just popped their single out.
Not post-punk, but Bloody Death. He's also put a new album out, which is really good. We've got a great Spotify playlist, so you should go check that out. It's got all those bangers on it as well.
Nice.
Where is it? What's it called?
Public Body's Big Oinks.
Why Big Oinks?
I don't know, yeah. Pigs are funny. I don't know. It's an in-joke that's just gone on for far too long.
Yeah.
In-joke with myself as well, pretty much.
Yeah. You started it alone.
Yeah.
I'm getting a real flavour, should I say, of Public Body. Smoky bacon. Definitely smoky bacon.